I'm sure you're as excited as all of us are here at 2K Sports. As DA, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Big man Jarrett.
Absolutely, David. He knows his role, doesn't he? Thanks for that report.
Here we go.
And it's the Cavaliers to start out. So here's Miami's starting group. Towns is out there with Hollis Jefferson. Then it's John Collins. Then it's Reddish. And it's Mann in at the 1 spot.
And with Chris Paul, he makes this team work. Gets the most out of his teammates and has done that wherever he's played.
That one's off. He starts the game with a miss.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
Here's Horton Tucker. Defended by Towns. As you said, Paul's teams often overachieve in the standings.
People still underestimate his impact. Sets up and improves his guys as well as anyone. And he's the engine to this whole operation.
Good.
Coming out of screen and roll, Collins shows great body control and flexibility as an athlete.
Paul looking around. Spins. It's hauled in by the Heat. Here's Mann. Just 5 to shoot to the left wing. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Cavaliers ball.
Cavaliers have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Now here's Nash. Guarded closely. Here's Mann. Inside. Here's Towns. And Towns throws it down.
And you see Big Cat has the size and coordination. Hard to bump him out of his rhythm. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Horton Tucker. He's guarded by Collins. Here's Allen. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And Allen's a competitor. He knows what his job is, and he has to be a major presence inside. He has to have the ability to score points down low.
And he drives in. Now the pass to Mann. Heat moving the ball around. Ball's knocked loose. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Towns against Paul. He kicks it to Allen. Pass to Horton Tucker. 5 to shoot. The shot from 20 feet away. Hollis Jefferson with the rebound.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
Here's Mann. And for those teams that suffered a harsh ending to last season, Greg, what are they feeling here on opening night?
I mean, motivated. You think about that kind of thing all summer, and the chance for retribution starts now.
Paul with the ball, now guarded by Towns. Here's Horton Tucker, and the rejection by Collins. Out to the wing. For the 3. And the rebound goes to Nash. The Cavaliers trailing. Pass to Horton Tucker. And here is Paul. The Cavaliers again can't hit. 1:52 left in the first. Now here's Reddish, defended by Nash. Passes it to Towns. Stolen by Allen. Paul outside. Nash can't get it to go.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
It started off looking good, but the timing was just a little off, and sometimes that's all it takes.
Hollis Jefferson can't hit.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
A nice shot by Nash.
Defensively, a breakdown along the perimeter. Just too slow to rotate.
One word you can use to describe Jared Allen, Greg, is efficient. He doesn't waste his chances at the offensive end. I mean, like ever.
He's very smart with his shot selection, but don't let that take away from his defense. Allen takes a lot of pride in protecting the rim.
Horton Tucker, the pass to Vanderbilt. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Man, that's a tough call for the ref to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Love's checked in for Jared Allen. McDaniels comes in for Vanderbilt. Monks checked in for Horton Tucker. And Lewis subbed in for Paul. And here's Rose. Shot clock at 6. Outside for Robinson. The Heat need to get a shot off. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
Cavaliers ball.
The Cavaliers leading by 3. Lewis outside. Over Rose. Lewis misses. Now Rose. Over Lewis. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Cleveland ahead. They lead by 3. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Cleveland.
All right, look who's coming onto the court.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Winning the turnover battle here early on, and you see that reflected in the score.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So on the floor for Cleveland, they've got Nash. McDaniels is out there with Kevin Love. Then it's Malik Monk. And it's Lewis in at the point.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Rose with the ball. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Back to Kennard. From deep. No good on the shot. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. They'll be off to Brooklyn for a meeting with the Nets after this one. That'll be just 1 game played, a win from home for them.
To stretch out the defense, you just need enough guys on the floor who can make that shot.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Rose. Another shot. Count it. And the Cavalier lead has been cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Jones.
Relentless on the offensive glass, and then you love the finish.
Nash against Robinson. Now, here's Monk. Love with the screen on Kennard. Here's Monk. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Love gets to Monk. A three-pointer off the mark. And it's Rose with the ball for the Heat. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Into the lane. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Rose has got his first points of the game.
Very aggressive, Derrick Rose. So efficient on how he attacks the hoop.
Lewis on top. He's covered by Rose. And the foul on Rose. That is his first foul of the game. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
And Cleveland making a change here. Allen's checked in. Now here's McDaniels. Covered by Biombo. Just 5 on the clock. Allen. And he makes good on the layup. Allen's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Beautiful location on the pass, as usual. Led his man perfectly.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes.
Nice pass by Derrick Rose, spotting a wide open guy from the corner of his eye.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G.
And, Kevin, one thing you have to respect about Derrick Rose is that he's never stopped evolving. He's constantly adapting his game to best fit what his team needs.
Here's Rose. And the pass to Kennard. The three. And that comes off the assist by Jones. When you think about how Derrick Rose has changed, Greg, as a player, you see some of that in almost every facet of his game.
And, yeah, over the years, he's tuned his shooting and play style in lots of little ways. But what hasn't changed is his talent for setting guys up. He's got a great eye for when and where to drop the dime.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Vanderbilt's checked in for Love. Horton Tucker comes in for McDaniels. And Chris Paul subbed in for Lewis. Paul fires from way outside. Offensive rebound. And then Allen slams it in.
And that's what happens when you get after it on the glass. Allen grinding it out and creating that second chance opportunity for himself.
Rose with the ball. And Allen picks him up defensively. And Malik Monk is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. And the Heat going with the whole new group on the floor.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Mann. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. In the corner, Hollis Jefferson. The three-pointer, no good.
Yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
To the paint, Towns with the steal. To the middle, Hollis Jefferson, good.
I like that. Collins playing under control, reading the floor. Nice setup there.
Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Towns, a screen on Paul. Right side Towns takes a three, drains the three-pointer. Towns has got 5 now.
And few 7-footers in the league have Towns' shooting touch. This is a guy you want to create for time and time again.
All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on and get loud for your powerhouse dance team.
Change here. Ford's checked in. Paul, right side. Monk, the pass to Paul. Pass to Vanderbilt. Clock at 6. Here's Horton Tucker, and they call over the back here. Too much contact.
And he drew back. By establishing his base early and then doing a great job with the box out.
Beautiful to the eyes. That's good fundamental basketball. You love to see that playing the right way.
Cleveland moving it around with the clock winding down.
High-level defensive potential for Cam Reddish. He's active and versatile, and add in the length, he can cover a lot of distance.
lays it up off the glass. Now it's a 4-point Heat lead.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Paul outside. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
Love watching Chris work in that mid-range area. Does a great job of carving out space for his shot.
Here's Reddish. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Heat lead by 2. It's time now to...
Thanks very much.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back.
And as we welcome you to the studio, we call you...
I mean, who doesn't love a 5-star matchup like this? Both players showing their competitive nature, igniting their teammates' fire with these performances.
Now turning our attention back to this Miami Heat game, a matchup that has resulted in a competitive... And time for us to sign off.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Jarrett Allen with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
On the floor for Miami, Collins is out there with Towns. Then it's Reddish, and it's Forbes in at the 2 guard.
Never want to shy away. Collins delivers as much contact as he receives.
Looking back at the 2017 NBA draft, Steve, the selections in the middle portion of the first round, just incredible value there.
It is. Donovan Mitchell going 13th. Bam Adebayo selected 14th. A pair of All-Stars. And then John Collins going 19th overall to Atlanta. An absolute steal. That's just being out of sync and at the worst time. Costly.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile 1 block.
And, guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Nash the pass to Paul for the tie. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. The Heat with the lead. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Kicks it out to Collins. And the rejection by Collins.
Right there, the length of Collins proving to be the difference. Not in my house, he says.
Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Towns the screen. Pass to Reddish. Towns down low, defended by Paul. And that one's good. Towns.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on and get out.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Kevin Love's checked in for Vanderbilt. McDaniels comes in for Horton Tucker. And Lewis subbed in for Chris Paul. Pass to McDaniels. A crossover. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And you look at all the numbers, Smitty, but leadership is hard to measure and still so vital to winning. Give me some examples in your experience of great leadership.
You know, I'll say one example, Kevin. A lot of people think it's on the court. But off the court, leadership really plays a big role on those off days, on those bus rides. Just getting a chance to talk to the younger players. I think that's one example where leadership plays a huge role.
And he's good on the second. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Here's Mann. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Trying to find Towns. Gets it to him. Count it.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And how about a year ago? 82% on his foul shot, so he was reliable when he went to the line.
Now here's Lewis. Not a lot of room. Count that one.
Lewis Jr.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Here's Mann. Five on the clock to the inside. Towns. And Towns throws it down.
And how about the agility of Towns? Cutting with purpose there after setting the screen. Great display of his basketball IQ.
Down low. And finished off by McDaniel.
Trying to attack the heart of that defense with great teamwork.
With the assist.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Here's Mann. Lewis covering. Here's Mann. 6 on the shot clock. Outside, Towns. Good on the three-point shot. Towns has got 15.
Adding to this lead, he's been dependable and consistent at the offensive end.
Allen outside. To the inside. Yep, it goes in, and the Miami lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Nash.
Textbook feed from Allen, a big man who helps facilitate the offense.
Here's Mann. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Reddish the pass to Towns. Collins kicks to Reddish.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Shoots over McDaniel. A shot by Reddish, no good. Cavaliers have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Monk's checked in.
Your powerhouse dance team. Give them a hand, fans. Your powerhouse dance team. Timeout call for the Heat. Fans, your powerhouse.
A minute 50 left here in the third quarter.
Give them a hand, fans.
Back to Lewis.
Powerhouse dance team.
Cleveland moving the ball around. Here's Love over Jones. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Greg, let me tell you a little known fact about Kevin Love. He played Little League Baseball with Klay Thompson. They've been friends since they were 8.
Imagine if they were teaming up on the court instead of the diamond. Even at 8 years old, that's an inside-out combo that probably could have dominated some high school teams. And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
And here's Rose. Jones with the screen on Lewis. Now Rose down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, what a terrible foul there. Shot clock winding down. He ends up bailing out the offense with a silly foul.
Vanderbilt's checked in for Nash. Kennard finds Biyombo. Robinson with it. No points in the game yet for him. There's the pass to Kennard. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. And the Heat lead by 6.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
To the paint. Here's McDaniels. And finished off by McDaniel.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Jones dishes to Robinson. The kick out to Rose. Driving the lane. 3-pointer. Robinson misses. The Cavaliers trail by 4. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Lewis. Now here's Love. There's 14 seconds left in the third. Pass to Monk. Shoots over Biombo. Misses off the left iron. Kennard on the wing. Buries it from three-point range. Kennard's got the lead up to 7 now for Miami. And so it's Miami heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. We've got Paul. He's out there with Malik Monk. And it's Horton Tucker in its small forward. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Rose looking around. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Monk, the pass to Horton Tucker. Paul outside. Over Rose. And it's Paul missing.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they've dug this hole.
Here's the screen. Over in the corner, Rose. Inside, Biombo. It's good. This time the assist from Rose.
Assisted.
Rose has got 4 assists now tonight.
Derrick Rose being aggressive off the pick and roll, doing a nice job of coming off screens and finding his teammates.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Rose, good. Rose has got 4 points in the quarter.
Very shifty with his handles, very clever. Containing Derrick Rose is never easy.
Rose against Paul. It's Biombo with the rebound. Biombo's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Robinson, that's good.
Late reaction defensively. He quickly takes advantage, grows their lead.
You can't afford to give him space. Those kinds of mistakes have been the story of this game.
And he gets it back. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. Jared Allen's checked in for the Cavaliers. Nash comes in for Malik Monk. Here's Nash. Miami grabs the miss.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Rose against Paul. Kennard on the wing. Back to Rose. 6 to shoot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. And the Heat with some changes. And the Heat call time here.
It's hard to disagree with the timeout here as the team badly needs to regain focus. They're out of sync offensively, way too many turnovers, and looking frustrated. They need to get back to their pace, their brand of basketball.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Eric Spoelstra coaching the team during the break. He said, this is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play. In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
Okay, David, much appreciated.
Coming onto the court. Come on and get loud for your powerhouse dance team.
Kennard, he's checked in for Miami. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Paul outside. And the rejection by Collins. Here he goes. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Here's man, defended by Allen. Towns in the corner. Over Paul. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Towns has got 12 points in just the second half. Now here's Paul. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Shot clock at 5. They need this. And with the rebound.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
And it also shows you how difficult this game is. He's just a little bit off, but it can result in missing everything.
And the wide open shot from Reddish. And again, Miami with the triple.
Getting into a groove. I love watching Cam rise and fire away.
Fans, your powerhouse dance team.
And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Karl Anthony Towns.
And his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special. Collins, good.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
Allen passes to Horton Tucker. Here's Vanderbilt. Cleveland moving the ball around. Shoots from 14. The shot's good from Paul.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Miami.
They had a fantastic play from the bench.
This team has great depth, and they showed it in this game.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Karl Anthony Towns.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Here's man, defended by Nash. In the corner, Kennard with it. And again, Miami with the triple.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
His first personal foul. First team foul. At the line for your Cavaliers. 2 shots.
No good on that one. A different look now for Cleveland. McDaniels comes in for Horton Tucker. And Lewis subbed in for Paul. And he sinks the second.
No way he is happy with himself right now. He knows he has to knock every shot down at this point in the game.
Here's man. Lewis covering. Driving inside. The kick out to Towns. And the Heat, another 3.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't make home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
That concludes the first game of the NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.